and welcome to The Spot. I'm your host, Rita Tuliatunga. Have you subscribed on our channel? If not, please do, because we have a very beautiful package for you. Entertaining, inspiring, and also educative. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also like and share our videos because you love our content. Allow me wish all the Christians a very happy Easter season, and also wish the Muslims a happy Ramadan. May Allah, oh God, answer all your prayers. Like I told you, the spot is about so many things. So today we are going to learn a lot of things and about family planning, because I know most of you have unanswered questions. Most of you are asking, how do we plan our pregnancies without conceiving, without planning for them? So today, all your questions will be answered, and all the misconceptions you have about family planning are going to be addressed. There is a channel that loves and supports our Ugandan content, and that is Palm Magic. Thank you for watching and supporting them, and please continue supporting them because they're here for us and we are here for them. The only way we can pay them back is by supporting and loving them. Like I told you earlier, today with me is a medical specialist in family planning, and this is none other than Dr. Ian Kansime. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank
This is The Spot.
I love it.
There are so many misconceptions about family planning and unanswered questions. So today on the show, we want you to address and make these people learn about family planning with no bias. What's your definition of family planning?
Thank you for giving me such an opportunity to tell the public about family planning, because that's my area of expertise.
Yeah.
I love it, I like it, only that its uptake is still down.
Yes.
So, by definition, family planning is a way or a method of controlling the number of children one has. And of course, not forgetting the intervals in between your births. Yes. So, we have to produce the children that you can take care of.
Yes.
As some scholars say, giving birth or producing should be by choice, not by chance.
Yes.
So when you have that choice on when to produce and when not to, there you'll bring up a very beautiful family, containable. So that's simply family planning. You have to control the number of children you have, and of course decide the interval in between your births.
Because an African parent will tell you that we are supposed to produce as many children as we can. Even in the Bible, God said, Muzale, Mwale. So when you tell people about family planning, it opposes what God said.
Yeah, from the Bible perspective, God told us to subdue the earth.
Yes.
But now, when we use the same Bible, the Mother Mary and Joseph, they had one son. So that is family planning of its kind also. So family planning is entirely having that will, that choice on when to produce. Not just muzale mujuzensi. Yeah, you'll be creating a lot of demands for yourself. You will age very fast because you have a lot of pressure on you, as many other things.
Okay, that aside, what's our take? What part do we take as Uganda as far as of the use of family planning is concerned?
Yeah, family planning uptake in Uganda is still low as far as maybe adolescents and those young age groups. Maybe as of 2016, the family planning uptake was 30.4% in youth. And those are the most, we call them actually sexually active group. So if the uptake was 30%, that was in 2016. But as of yet in 2021, the uptake is now 25. So you see, it is reducing. It is reducing from 30. It instead of increasing, it is reducing. And I think you can bear me witness. We have seen a lot of teenage pregnancies in this post-COVID period and COVID itself. Even some of them have not been able to go back to school. So when you see there is a need for family planning. So that's the standards of it in Uganda. Otherwise, we have very many organizations that are bringing family planning services at a subsidized cost. We have Maristops Uganda. You can maybe heard of Blue Star. You heard of ProFarm. There are very many services that want Uganda to boost its family planning uptake. But now the only problem that is still there, maybe the information is not trickling down to the youth.
Very many people are not sensitized.
They are not sensitized. So that's why we are here today to sensitize you about family planning. In one way or another, we show you the family planning methods and maybe how eligible are you to take up a certain family planning method. So that at the end of the day, you know when to produce.
But doctor, does the number of children really matter?
The number of children, for example, me in my family tree, in my lineage, I'm number 4. I know some of you are at number 6, number 7.
Number 3.
Number 3.
And the last.
And the last. Yeah, but now you see the number of children where it matters is, for example, in this Uganda of ours, we are still a low-income country. Yes, we have seen very many children who are on the street. They are not cared for, and maybe in one way it makes me think maybe if their parents knew what family planning means, and those children would not be on the street begging for 100. They are dumped in dustbins. So you see, there is a really need to plan and so that your children are all living a happy life. Yes, let's leave this issue of long the previous people, the traditional African society. Those ones they are producing cause the death rates were still high. You produce 10, 6 die, you remain with 4.
Even the standards of living were still low.
So the standards of living nowadays, they have improved. So even if you produce 3 or 4, they are going to be existing.
You can manage.
You actually can manage, and they actually give you grandsons and daughters.
In other words, show what you can swallow. Produce the number of children you can be able to take care of. Sometimes on the news we see people are asking for support from people for their children, and you're like, really? Like, really? So doctor, take us through the different methods of family planning, because some people do not know them.
Yeah, family planning. We have methods that are long term, we have methods that are short term, we have methods that are permanent. So it depends on the choice. If I had to start with, we always start with methods that have a high efficiency, like the high failure rate, the low failure rates. You know, we have these terms, the failure rate and the success rate. So a success rate, means that's the method that you're going to use, and you don't get issues of pregnancy. You know that's the gold rule, that when you use a family planning method, that means you're not ready to be pregnant at that time. So you have to choose a method that is good for you and that has a high success rate. So to start with, I'm starting with the long-term methods. Specifically the permanent methods,
the irreversible ones.
Irreversible methods. So when I talk about irreversible methods, that means for you to qualify for it, you have to have produced, and you're well sure you and your husband, you don't want any children. Yes, that's the first criteria that we follow. So if you feel that you've already produced and it's enough for you, you are to concentrate and take care of that family, then you qualify for the irreversible methods. The irreversible methods, we have what we call vasectomy. Vasectomy is we do cut the tubes for the males. You know, there's a way God created us. There's a way God created us. So for a male, when you cut those tubes that bring up the sperms for a lady to conceive, that means it is permanent. Once we cut, you cannot reverse it.
But doctor, there is what they usually say, that even if they cut the tubes immediately, they sometimes a man may do things and the lady gets pregnant.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, when we do cut the tubes, we say you have to take up use a backup method. The backup method is the method that is supposed to support the method that you have taken, you have chosen, to help you so that the method works fully. That is up to a period of 3 months. So we say, please, in view if they have cut your tubes, you have chosen a vasectomy, please, you can continue using a condom for a period of up to 3 months.
That's what people don't usually
They don't know.
understand.
They don't know. So that's why we are here to tell them.
Yes.
Use a condom for up to 3 months so that your method picks up.
Yes.
Yes, so that we reduce now the risk of you getting pregnant.
Yes.
Yes, so that is the critical thing about that.
Because a lady may get pregnant and the guy is like, no. That pregnancy is not mine.
Yeah.
It's a nasale in seke.
So for ladies actually we call it tube ligation. So for ladies they have two ovaries. So that means they have to do a bilateral. We call it bilateral tube ligation.
Is it the same as female sterilization?
Same as female sterilization. The sterilization is to show you that it is permanent, it is irreversible. Yeah. So when they cut the tubes on either side, left, right, that means you'll not be able to bring up the egg to meet the other sperm that is supposed to meet, and they make a baby. So for sterilization for ladies, actually when a man does vasectomy, it is not necessary for a lady to do a tube ligation because it's already permanent on the man's side.
Yes.
But maybe because you trust each other, you have made a decision together, a lady can also go ahead and do a tube ligation so that you know both of you, you're ready for it. Yes, that is the beauty part
safe.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are safe, both of you. Because otherwise, I may do a vasectomy, you don't do a tube ligation, you run out and bring me another child.
So, doctor, repeat again and tell people these are permanent. They are not reversible.
Please, stand warned or be informed that this method, once you have chosen it, it is not reversible. Even if you go to the church and you go to the highest, to the pastor himself,
For miracles to
for
happen.
miracles to happen, please don't dare do that. If you know you've already produced and that's all, you've summed it up all, that's when you can take up a permanent method and reversible method of family planning.
Yes. So let's look at the other methods.
Yeah. The other methods, now they're also long-term, although they are not permanent. So the other long-term methods, we have what you call the IUD, intrauterine device, or what we call, most people call it a coil.
Yes.
So for the coil, it has a lot of benefits, though there are some few disadvantages. For those who don't know how a coil looks like, as we said, it's called an intrauterine device. It is put within a lady's uterus. This is how the coil looks like. How small it is so flexible. You can see it is so flexible. So this coil, when they put it in a lady's uterus, by demonstration, the lady's uterus looks like this. So a coil can sit there very well, and it covers you on either sides of your ovary so that you don't get pregnant. That means your egg won't come here and the baby won't sit here. As you're seeing, it occupies that space already. So a coil is a long-term method. It can cover you for a period of 5-10 years.
Some people say there are two types of coils.
Yes, there are two types of coils. Yeah, that one was a copper T, IUD, but you have also another coil that is hormonal. You know, there are these terms, hormonal and non-hormonal.
Yes.
But now this one, the copper T, is non-hormonal.
Yeah.
It has just embedded with copper ions that don't actually allow implantation to take place.
Yes.
So, but then the hormonal ones, the hormone, actually I don't have it here, but the hormonal ones, it works with ladies' hormones. No, ladies have hormones.
Yes.
If you see them being beautiful at certain times and maybe aging up here, and they just know their hormone is in play. So the hormonal ones, it actually for it is for up to a period of 5 years, but a non-hormonal one is up to 10 years. So there's are two IUDs. It is once it is well placed by an expert, then it will give you all the benefits you need. It will actually remove the need for these short-term methods. It will not remove that burden. So it is a long-term, and once you have it with you, you don't have any issue with your...
Doctor, are people given a chance to choose which one to take?
Of course, as doctors, we don't choose for you. I tell you, this is this, this is this, this is this. And at the end of the day, you have to make a choice. It's not us to choose for you.
Yes.
Actually, we tell you that for you, maybe we can tell you how eligible you can be, how fit are you for certain methods, but we don't coerce you to choose. At the end of the day, the choice is yours.
There are complaints about this coil that it makes people uncomfortable, or at times it comes out by itself.
Yeah, we have gotten issues of an expulsion of that IUD after maybe a heavy period. Yeah, but those chances are very, 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 very rare, because a lady's uterus is always closed. It is not open. It is not for anything to enter. Actually, so the rates of expelling that IUD, that coil, they are very, 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 very minimal. Actually, that only happens, you only expect that in the first 3 months, but after that, there's nothing like discomfort, there's nothing like a man will feel it, there's nothing like they will always tell that I'm on it. No, that one is not there. That's actually a myth, or what you call a misconception.
Some people say they conceive with it.
As I've said, its success rate is at 99%. So that means there's 1% out of 100 people using it. That one person is likely to be pregnant. But even if you're pregnant, there's no harm. There's no harm of getting pregnant on the IUD or on the coil. But it's it is very possible. That 1%. That's why shouldn't be taken negligible. So it's one. That means in the statistics, when you say 99%, we mean out of 100, that just one person may get pregnant. There's a likelihood of getting pregnant. Okay. But as of the methods we know, it is the most that has a high success rate. These people don't always. Actually, in my expertise, I've not seen one, and I've been failed.
Especially the non-hormonal people love it.
So it is non-hormonal. It may not have issues with your bleeding patterns. It may not have issues with your mood. It may not have issues with your appetite. People always say weight gain. All those you have avoided all that. But with one method you've chosen. So at the end of the day, it comes back to your choice. You have to choose wisely.
Let's look at the other methods.
The other methods, you also have what you call implants. For those who don't know the implant, it looks like this. They are just simple. They are not plastic. They are not metallic.
This one's put on that.
Yeah, they are put in your upper arm. Yes. It is a minor surgical procedure. 2 to 3 minutes, you've already finished. And these implants, for them, they work for a period of, they start with 3 up to 5. So when you choose a method for 3 years, and it's an implant, just know for those 3 years you're covered. There's no pregnancies here. As I've told you,
are they hormonal?
The implants, they are hormonal. We don't have non-hormonal implants. Because so it is
so
single-sided. They are single-sided. They are strictly hormonal methods. But to a point of emphasis, when we say hormonal, these hormones, it's not that they are artificial. They are already the hormones that the ladies have. No ladies have those hormones in them. So what we do boost them, so that they give you that extra protection. Yes. So it's not their external hormones. They are the hormones that you already have. That's why I want people to remove these fears. Because otherwise, when you fear and you shy away and you fear the hormone that you already have in your body, at the end of the day, you'll get unwanted pregnancy. So the implants, as I've said, 3 to 5 years, they are hormonal and they are reversible. They are not permanent. Anytime you feel like you have to have a baby, you come, the doctor removes the implant, and then you get ready for your next baby. They are so good to that extent. They are reversible. And if you say, after 6 months, I think I'm ready to have my baby, then if that's the decision, we reverse it. It's a matter of removing. There is no delay return to your fertility. You still remain fertile.
And they are very comfortable.
Actually, no one will tell that you have that. Because we put them in a strategic position, no one will tell. Maybe expect your husband. Even sometimes the husband may not know if at all the husband was not there. But that's not good. I always encourage husbands come with their ladies to take up a family planning method. They are there. Other than letting a lady hide it from you. Yes, yes.
By the way, you've said something important. The way you are sensitizing women about family planning also sensitize the men, because sometimes it's the men that tell the women, no, don't use family planning and what. So do a program also for sensitizing men about family planning so that they can always support their women to go for it.
Yeah, for those who have had a chance and they have met me, I've always done so.
Yeah.
I've all told them, please, ladies are meant to be supported.
Yeah.
Support them in every. Actually, it's not all about family planning. Ladies are need to be supported to make right choices. Actually, for us in the medical world, we call them informed decisions.
Yeah.
Come and be informed. Come with your lady, be informed, and then help her make a choice. At the end of the day, it is your family.
Yeah.
Remember, when by the time you take a vow that I'm going to die with this one, that means till death. Yeah. So that is it. I love it. So when you come, please, when you come with them, even on other occasions, that means you have gotten a chance to get the information that you all need.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those questions would be minimized if you come with your lady. So let them come and support their ladies. Take up a family planning method.
Hope you've understood the implants. Let's move on to the next family planning method.
That was as far as the long-term methods are concerned.
Yes.
So allow me please take you through the short-term methods. When you talk of short-term, that means it can be 1 day, 2 days, but it is up to a maximum of 3 months. Yeah. So allow me start with the 3 months family planning method. Yeah. We have what you call an injectable method. It actually runs for 3 months. Once you have your injection today, that means you're covered for the next 3 months.
I also have complaints about it.
No, yeah, it's also hormonal. I think now you understand that term. Yeah, it's also a hormonal method, and still the hormones are the same. Yeah, the only issue with it, or the other extra information, how unique it is. Yeah, it is that for it, you have to make multiple injections within 1 year.
Yeah.
You see, we have been talking of one family planning method in 3 years.
Yes.
But here we are talking of a family planning method after 3 months.
Yeah.
That means, for those who did mathematics very well, in a year, you're taking up 4 shots.
Yes.
Every after 3 months. So that means it will create that kind of a burden for you to always have to recall the date for your next visit for the injection.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes.
So for it, the only issue maybe with it also, people fear injections. Yeah? Even babies, that's also an issue. People fear injections. However small it is, as I may show you,
And it's very painful. That is the truth about
sometimes the pain is psychological. So for example, you see, this is a family planning method. See the content? The injection is like a small sky injection is done on you. So small it is, so there's no need of fearing this. Actually, if you should fear pregnancy, not fearing the injection in this state.
Doctor, there is why I read
yes.
that when you take the injection, you're not supposed to massage the place.
Yeah,
it may
actually,
alter.
Yeah, these drugs, they are supposed to be absorbed slowly. It is a slow release drug.
But that's
So
something
when you
they
keep
never tell
when you
people.
keep massaging, that means you're increasing its absorption into the body.
Yes.
That means it may not cover you for 3 months. It may cover for 2.
Yes.
That means there is risk in that last 1 month of getting pregnant. So please, when you massage, just know you're increasing its absorption rate, and thereby it's going to get finished before they cover.
Then there
Yes.
is another thing they usually talk about it. That when you take it today, it works after 5 days.
Yeah, that's a
So some
very,
people may think
that's-
immediately take it, I'm very, very safe.
No. The reason why I'm here today with you is to iron out all those issues.
These
So
people are going to learn.
actually, this is brackets all hormonal methods. In summary, all hormonal methods. Once you take up a hormonal family planning method, you have to have a wait of up to 7 days. Now you are going to ask me a question. What am I going to be doing in the 7 days? Within those 7 days, we say take up a backup method. There are, for now, a backup method that we only have is either using a condom or abstaining. Yes? So if you cannot abstain, you use a condom.
Both are hard in marriage, doctor.
It is very hard in marriage, but still, I would, as I told you, when you come with your husband to take up a method, they are informed of that, and they will not disturb you. Those challenges only arise in people who come and they are alone, they didn't come with their husbands, and their husbands miss that information. They don't know that you are supposed to wait for 7 days. Yeah, so if they miss that information, automatically they have to coerce you into the act. And of course, when you're married, you can't say no, but there's a risk of getting pregnant. So we say, please wait for those 7 days, and then you resume the game. Yeah, you resume the game. As I said, it captures all hormonal methods. You have to wait for up to a period of 7 days for it to pick up. And also maybe when to take it up, you can take it up any time of your cycle. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have finished your periods, or you have to be starting, or you have to be, no, any time of your cycle, you can take up any family planning method.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ian. We are going to look at the rest. We've already learned a lot. So let's look at the remaining methods of family planning, the short term with Dr. Ian Kansimi.
Yeah, we actually are remaining with 2 methods of the short term methods. We have what we call pills. The pills, you have to take it every day, even if the man is there or is not. Yeah, for those who don't know about that pill, this is one of its kind. It looks like this. It follows a lady's cycle from day 1 up to day last of the month. You have to take 1 pill per day and take it at the right time, so that you don't put that risk of you getting pregnant. So this is the pill.
What happens when one misses one day?
When you miss 1 day, we say immediately as you recall it, when you recall that I have not taken my pill, take it there and then. But when you miss 2 days, we say stop where you have reached, start afresh. There is a risk. You understand? That's what people don't know. When you recall, if it is 1 day when you just recall that I've missed my pill, please take it as soon as possible, and then take the other pill at the normal time. Yeah, actually, what we say, within 24 hours, that pill is no more, it's not there in you. So that's why we say take it daily, because we know it cannot stay more than 20 hours in your body. But when you miss 2 days, stop and start afresh. That is how you're supposed to use the pills. And maybe also what you have people who are not in a regular family planning method. We have what you call a post pill, or an emergency pill, or an after sex pill. So an after sex pill, they are the postiners, but this is called Lydia. It is 1, yes. Yeah, others have 2. You have to take maybe 12 hours in between. But for it, you have to take it before the 72 hours elapse from the event, from the act. When you exceed the 72 hours, then that means you're doing nothing. If you are to be pregnant, you're already pregnant. So those are 3 days. Within 3 days, you have to take it up. And you actually are not supposed to repeat it before 24 hours elapse. Actually, when you repeat it, that's when you see the other worst part of it. It has a desired effect, but don't forget about its side effect. So there is a side effect after overuse. So you're not supposed to use it before 24 hours elapse from the previous pill. Yeah, that's the emergency pill or the post pill. And maybe to sum it up all about the methods, we have what we call the traditional methods. The traditional methods, the reason why I don't always actually advise people to use them is their success rate is very, very, very low. You've been talking of 99, but when you go to traditional method, it is 50. So it's a 50 chance risk of being pregnant and a 50 chance of not being pregnant. What are they? So what am I saying? That for example, we have what you call a withdrawal method. Withdrawal method, it is 50% effective. So that there is a time when actually the man ejaculates, that's the right time you're supposed to withdraw. And by science, this time is automatic. Some men don't have control over it. So that's how high it is very hard actually for you to do a withdrawal method. So we don't advise such, because it will put you at the risk of being pregnant. And it will even to say, or a point of emphasis, that point when it is actually the most enjoyable moment.
Yes.
So people prefer enjoyments and they leave alone the pregnancy issues. So that's with the draw. And we also have another method, maybe of a lady getting to know her fertile days. The safe days. So the safe days are the days when you know then the risk of getting pregnant is minimal. And the fertile days are the days when you shouldn't actually be close to a man. As soon as you're there and you meet up, then that means you're going to be pregnant. Yes.
Dr. Ian, I know you still have a lot.
I'd love to give you more, but yeah.
Thank you for accepting to be on the show.
Thank you for welcoming me to be here with you.
Yes.
And actually, to me, in this time,
yes,
people should come for family planning because the COVID has put us in a state when you don't have money to cater things here and there.
Yes.
But on top of it all, people, you love your health. You know, we always say health is not necessarily the absence of a disease by definition.
Yes.
So we are saying, please, to be healthy, you have to be mentally upstairs, you're okay, socially you're okay with your friends, with your cliques, with your everything. Please stay healthy and you'll have it all. You'll enjoy this one.
Thank you so much. Just a reminder, we are at Focus Medical Center in Ntinda. That's where we found Dr. Ian. I know you still have very, very many questions. So go on our social media platforms, The Spot with Rita Tuliatunga. Just search, post your questions there. We shall have him back and he will answer them. Thank you so much. And I hope you've learned a lot from this show. Allow me appreciate the people that have been there for me, and of course Isaac Case on camera there. You can check him out on all his social media platforms. Then on my makeup, it's one and only Debbie Beauty Nest. Check her out and you will not regret. Then of course, exclusive tours and travel. We are in the Easter season. We have the best rates for all your domestic trips and the international trips. You can check us out on our social media platforms. You will not regret. Yeah, and of course my manager, I will not say his name, but I appreciate him, and my one and only hubby. Lots of love. Like I told you, we are still at Focus Medical Center, and right about now we have the big is big, the CEO, the owner, Focus Medical Center. Allow me welcome Mr. Turinawe Abel on the show. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, The Spot.
How are you today?
We are very fine, thank you.
We are humbled to meet you here.
We are humbled to have you this afternoon. You're always welcome.
Thank you, sir. Briefly tell us about Mr. Abel Turinawe.
Yeah, Mr. Abel Turinawe is a simple businessman who is very interested in seeing Uganda as a nation grow, seeing the Uganda human resource people, personnel, young men, young boys, girls there who have completed different institutions of learning and are looking for jobs. So I'm the director, Focus Medical Center, director, District Focus Publications Limited, the publisher of the District Focus, the news, the local government weekly running newspaper. I'm also the director of Unique Secondary School. Unique Secondary School is found in Kaichumu, Engali, in Kazo Present District, but was carved out of Chiruhura, the greater Chiruhura. So Unique Secondary School has various opportunities for you, the parent, the young child who is growing up in the secondary, who do not have finances to pay for your school fees. We have different bursaries, we have different opportunities that can shape you to be a Ugandan who is going to add value to being a Uganda.
Wow, that's so great. So we only knew about the hospital, and right now we are very surprised to hear of these other things. How do you balance all this work?
How we've balanced this work, the mother of all this has been a newspaper. The district focus started all this. I'm one person who believes that you need to have different sources of income. These different sources of income will bring in, then reduce and minimize your expenses.
Yes.
So like we need to have alternative incomes, because Ugandans, we still have challenges of unemployment. We have very many youth that are unemployed.
Yeah.
So an addition of one employment to this Uganda means that I'm adding value to the nation's development.
Yes, to employ
We-
so many other.
Yes, we need to know that Ugandan capacity to recruit or employ all Ugandans are very few.
Yes.
Uganda as a country still has those challenges. So I encourage each one of you, the youth, the people who are able to start industries, small cottage industries, of course with the mind that our president, His Excellency General President Yoweri Museveni, has brought out skilling Uganda. The skilling Uganda is what Ugandans have missed in a long time ago.
And
But
it
now
helps so many people.
But now that the opportunity has come, let all of you, the youth, embrace that one to go.
Yes.
The president is even paying for you for free of charge.
Yes.
There are many, for example, here in Ntinda we have many different centers of skilling Ugandans. So I encourage you, the youth, even you, the unskilled, the women and girls and young men, go and take an advantage and make sure you win by using your skills, hands-on, like you're doing it here. We thank you.
And in other words, when you get this skill, you will not look for a job. You just need capital. Then you start up and work and solve being unemployed. So how do you have partners? How do you manage to look around all this business?
Thank you very much. You see, an English saying that if you want to go near, you go alone.
Yeah.
But if you want to go far, you must go with people. Mobilize young men, mobilize the old and the young.
Yeah.
Of course, in this case with Focus Medical Center, I thank our partners. We have Maristops, who has financed us, who has funded us in a long time. We have had TICO recently, which is looking at the young ages to prevent teenage pregnancies in the hospital. Around Nakawa here, we are ensuring every young child, every young girl between 15 and 19, uptake family planning methods. They have come, they are not going anywhere. So we have our other partner is called Maisha Meds. It is the distributor of medicines. They distribute us medicines, then we serve the young people. So we are privileged and honored to have these partners. Alongside that, we have our people, the community of Ntinda. These people have been there for us. We give thanks. We thank you very much, the people of Ntinda and entire Uganda, because I know when you're from Karamoja and you happen to be in Ntinda, please, HIV is real. Pass by Focus Medical Center and pick a free condom. It is provided. The government has already given this for you. Come and pick it and run, and don't kill yourself. You, the young children, the young youth, 19 to 15, you don't need to have a pregnancy. If you have gotten your boyfriend, you have gone to to excite yourself, please don't get pregnant. There's a difference between excitement and getting pregnant. Of course, when you get pregnant, you drop out of school.
Yes.
And you also inconvenience your friend. So girl, boy, please take care. Focus Medical Center, we provide.
Do you do free HIV testing?
Of course, with the sponsorship of our partners, Maisha Maids, Tico is a Aga Khan Foundation.
Yes.
They provide us materials, that is HIV kits, all of them. So you're free to come and take on. You're simply entered into the system, and we give you free family planning methods. We give you free HIV testing, as long as you're within that range. But even then, our prices are very competitive. In other words, sometimes we are in the community. We move from one place to another. From Makerere University, we go to Nakawa, Mobs University, we go to Chambogo University, we have been to Kaya IU. We are serving, and we are there. All that is possible because of our partners.
Yes.
Our partners do us proud, make us proud.
That's a very good initiative. Thank you so much, Doctor. So now would love to know, how do you manage your time? Because managing all these businesses is not easy.
Thank you very much. In our learning, we learned that a manager works through people. So we have different key technical persons who are able to help us to run this business on daily basis. And I thank, of course, the team. It is headed by Ian Kansime, our doctor here. We have Magira, we have Sandra. We have a number of team right here at Focus Medical Center, but we also have those other executive managers who are helping me to run together those other enterprises, the district focus, the unique secondary school.
Yes.
Of course, that can't go without thanking the Ministry of Local Government, the ministry agencies who have supported the district focus to be what it is. And we are still coming, and we will take over. Our intention is to ensure that government good intentions, government good practices are broadened, are communicated, and this is the platform, the district focus. Thank you.
Very many people complain about their workers. How do you find your workers?
Yeah, that is a very important question, because workers come to you when they are adults, so they have different dynamics. But my intention, and the intention that I always encourage them, is that they are my friends. I make game with them, we pray. I first make them my friends. This is how I come to work with them, to make them own the vision, to make them understand what it means, what do we mean. I sometimes challenge them. That is an opportunity for all of us here to begin learning, because tomorrow I encourage them even to go and start more enterprises. Because the more enterprises we have, the more we're able to take on Ugandans, and with that one, then we are looking at a better Uganda who appreciates private sector, who appreciates government engagement with private sector, and never at all will government succeed if it is not embracing the private sector. I thank, of course, the government of Uganda for having embraced the practices of private sector public partnership, where government will work with an individual who is having a vision to take it a little step further. Yes. So we are very thankful to this government. We are very thankful to our partners who are working with different agencies. Yes. Who are being so that we are able to enable a Ugandan live another day, bring a food, cook a meza.
Have you heard Mr. Abel? He said he encourages his workers to go and start other enterprises. Employers, pick a leaf. Pick a leaf, encourage your workers, motivate them. The fact that you have a hospital, a school, and a newspaper, someone could be asking, is Mr. Abel a medical doctor, a journalist, or a teacher?
Yeah, Abel is a medical doctor. By my being a doctor is sexually transmitted. I am one of the lucky ones who is happily married to my wife, here, my love and my one and only, Dr. Lilian Tumhaire,
Yes.
who is able to provide stewardship of the Focus Medical Center as I run around to bring the money, the other money on the Kameza. So together with Dr. Lilian, we are blessed with God. By God, He has blessed us with 4 nice, beautiful children.
Wow.
In our next interviews, we will definitely be able to see them.
Yes.
We are so with that one, the peace of mind that I get from behind, from the comfort of my wife,
Being a doctor.
being a doctor, the reason for Focus Medical Center, of course, she is the medical fraternity requires that you must have that backup. But the other thing that you should not limit Ugandans is that you don't need to be a doctor to start a hospital.
As long as you can get professionals.
So long as you can get the right human resource to run the hospital.
Yes.
The owners of these Mercedes-Benzes are not engineers.
Yeah.
They have made those industries so that they create value for their communities. Yes, so I encourage Ugandans not to fear. These are things that are possible. Ask me, are you a journalist? Yes. If you're working with journalists, you are a journalist.
Yes.
Are you a businessman? Yes. If I'm in business, trading business, I'm businessman.
Yes.
So don't limit your mind. Let your mind be open and associate with people who are going to be able to add you value. If you're drinking your beer, drink it, but save for making money.
Yes.
Where you are and you're employed, don't be comfortable. Yes, be comfortable, but to make sure that you are able, that you cannot inherit your job. Your child cannot inherit your job, but your enterprises, your children can be inherited.
Yes. And now I would love you to tell us, why did you choose business to be a businessman?
I started business, and therefore my insight was to generate businesses to add value to my nation development.
Yes.
I want to see Uganda have many businesses so that they are able to take up these youth who are growing. Imagine every year we have several graduates who are graduating in different fields, but the job market is not increasing.
Yes.
So let's be able, you guys who have money, don't look at money, begin businesses.
Yes.
An Indian come here and use 300 million and starts an enterprise. In
Yes.
5 years, it has made billions. It is supplying Uganda, Tanzania. So my dream is, let each Ugandan, my desire, sorry, not my dream, let each Ugandan have something to do, so that instead of getting 10 billions and build one house which is going to look after your mother and father and that cocoon, yet get that money, you put it into use, be able to employ several Ugandans.
Be job creators, don't be job seekers. Now we are going to briefly look at the challenges of business management.
Yeah, the challenges, I would say they are there, but they are there for me to manage. If there are no challenges, then there would be no reason of my living. I am one of the person who does not believe that even when the government has done much, but my desire is that what have I done for my government in order for it to do for me? The government has built for me roads. What have I done so that me as a Ugandan, I'm contributing? Many people are fancying about Muhozi, Kainerugaba from Museveni. Now that is very important. Muhozi, Kainerugaba. Let him be the president. Me, I'm going to be there to support them as long as they have given me security to make sure that I have added value to my country. Ugandans, let's not cry. You cannot have 1,000 presidents at the same time.
Yes.
If President Museveni is our president today, if tomorrow Mr. Kainerugaba comes, let him lead. Let him compete with you. Don't relax. You are complaining about Kainerugaba, but you're not coming to compete. But if he wins you, don't go mad. We say,
Doctor, let's look at this also. Is a hospital like any other business that it has peak seasons where you really work?
hospital is like any other business. It has peak season, and usually every business is affected by end of month. There will always be turnover, increased turnover towards the end of the month, because that's when the majority people have received their salaries.
Yes.
And therefore akameza sente zakameza tuzitegerawo. So but it's like any other business. The only thing is that the requirements are quite much, although they can be affordable. So don't fear, go out. If you have not started a hospital, start a shop. If it's not a shop, start a cottage industry. If it's not that one, start something else that is going to add value to your family.
We are running out of time, so say your last words as a businessman to people out there watching.
My last words to you who is watching is that don't have this phobia of very many people where you think you must have a lot of money. Begin with what you have and you're going to grow bigger. You have never thought about how a sperm turns into a man like me.
Yes.
So begin with the little you have, even if it is 10,000. Start with that one. Then along the way, look for partners. Don't go alone. Look for partners, be faithful, trust your business partners, and the sky will not only be the limit, but the beginning point.
The sky is not only the limit, and that is what we heard from Mr. Abel Tulinawe. He is a media personnel because he has a newspaper. He is a teacher because he has a school, and he is a medical doctor because he has a hospital. We are going to have him one more time because there is a lot he was telling us, so we shall bring him next time to deeply teach us about business management. And for all your travel packages at affordable prices, the company is just one: Exclusive Tours and Travel. When you work with them, you'll not regret. You will tell your friends to always come and support them. And of course, my team. Allow me appreciate them one more time. Isaac Case on camera. Love you. Debbie Beauty Nest on my makeup, and of course my manager, the one and only, and my hubby. This guy is putting in us cash. Keep it to Pearl Magic, the only channel that supports Ugandan content. We've always been complaining that we don't have a platform for Ugandan content, but Pearl Magic is here. Support it and love it, and of course the sport. All social media platforms, The Spot with Rita Tuliatunga. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Also hit the notification button because you don't want to miss what we are bringing for you. May God bless you. I love you so much. Bye.